Part of the reason why a lot of people stay broke is because they can't control their emotions. In order to make good money, and not just in the sense of like earning salaries, but for you to find ways to optimize and maximize your wealth strategy, you have to be able to keep your emotions intact. This is very different from controlling your emotions in the sense of suppressing them and acting like they don't exist and completely becoming dead inside. This is more about becoming disciplined and knowing how to regulate yourself, knowing not to get triggered by every single thing. So meaning that if you are someone who's easily triggered by every single thing and you're overly sensitive, that you take everything personally and you care so much about what people think, which is all an emotional thing, you're never going to get to the stage where you're going to be financially free. This is not about becoming a sociopath, or like I said, you don't have to dead yourself to become financially free or become wealthy. This is why that, again, if you're emotionally hearing this, you're not even understand this core message. People who are slaves to their own emotions, who can't even get their own triggers under control, a lot of you guys are also impulsive. That means that you also spend money based on what you think, what you feel you need, or you waste your energy in things just because things present themselves to you or people are saying things to you. You feel the need to defend yourself. So even if you look at the way that you expend your energy, you don't have boundaries. You don't have good vetting system. You respond to every single thing that comes your way. On top of the fact that you probably don't even know how to speak your mind, because once again, you can't control your triggers. So let's say that you say something and maybe like you have a history of people doing a pushback and you get triggered by that, or you feel the need to over explain yourself and over clarify yourself and argue with every person that comes your way. You see, you're expending your energy. You're extending your energy in places that are unnecessary. So if you're always also easily triggered and therefore causing you to always waste your energy and attention in places that drain you, once again, you're being emotional, right? And then you're not even gonna have the space to be calm and be logically be able to assess what's really going on and what's important for you to take a look at. And the reason why I'm talking about this energy expenditure right now, when your attention like going everywhere and you don't know how to get your triggers under control, is because this is also how money works. How do you think that you're even able to find ways to maximize your wealth and become financially free when you can't even control your own emotions? Becoming wealthy takes a lot of discipline, and becoming wealthy is not just a financial step, it's also you becoming a very disciplined person. But one way to assess your discipline level is by seeing how you deal with your emotions. And even if you are naturally overly sensitive, that's not inherently a bad thing. It's not. Once again, this is not about changing who you are as a person to get to a certain place financially, right? It's about regulating. It's about getting your triggers under control, because guess what? As much as you think that your triggers are yours, your triggers are not even you, but you think that you want to make a personality out of your triggers, which is probably why that you feel the need to explain yourself in every situation and over-explain to strangers who don't even give a crap anyway. Like, you need to also first look at where you're putting your attention, okay? Trying to control things that you can't control anyway. This is another thing about people who are overly emotional, is that they try to gain control over other people or over situations, and they waste their energy this way. Like, they think that that's them asserting dominance or power or sovereignty, but that's not how you do it. You forcing yourself to control situations actually is a sign that you actually are someone who has no discipline or self-control. Because people who are truly disciplined and who truly are wise with, you know, their self-awareness, they don't go around trying to control situations that they have no business controlling. Like, they're very self-regulated people. They mind their own business, they stay in their own lane, they don't try to control other people, and they're also not afraid of speaking their mind. And if they receive pushback, that's fine too. Like, it's not about always focusing on saying the right things because you want to be approved by the public. It's not about that. That's all. You see, this is all part of you being self-contained and disciplined. So I'm saying this because a lot of people just overvalue their own emotions too much, that blocks them from going to their next step, their goals. Now, this is not a attack on people, obviously, that are victimized by their circumstances. But I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about people that are perpetually victims of their own circumstances because they cannot control their own emotions. But these are also the type of people that waste their energy and attention in places and in people and relationships because they try to control them. When in reality, if you face situations or something is presented to you and it's misunderstanding you heavily, or it's pushing you back for no reason, or it's creating some oppression or resistance in you, you don't have to deal with it. You can pivot. You see? Which, again, this is all part of regulating your emotions, picking and choosing your battles. This is all about self-discipline, emotional intelligence, self-regulation, self-containment. So you need to really figure out how you want to regulate yourself before even thinking about how to save money or go to the next step. Because if you can't control your emotions, what do you mean you're going to get your finances under control or go to the next step? You can't.